I can see it just fine.
That's what she said. All right.
All right. Thank you guys. And welcome to another episode of YFM Sports. It's your big homie Wayne in the building. I am on my iPad. Please excuse me, but we're still doing anything, man. We're not going to let anything stop us. To my left or to my right, I have one of the greatest rappers, producers, Jack and Jill of all trades. Okay, that's Jimmy B. Fearless. Okay, there you go, man. Jimmy B. Fearless over there. And then over to my other left, all right, I have one of the greatest African American mothers of all time. Okay, y'all,
What?
y'all give it up for Rita from Rita's Effed Up Stats. What's wrong with that?
Go, nigga, go.
Yeah, what's wrong? Okay, it's great to be an African American mother. Come on, man. Rita from Rita's Effed Up Stats. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We're gonna go straight into it because we want to talk about it. If y'all watched that game last night, the Colorado game, and Oregon was a massacre. The first quarter was an absolute massacre. Like it just felt so bad watching that game and just watching the whole team just crumble. I remember Fearless saying, I remember him saying, like, if Colorado loses by a touchdown, it'll be a miracle. It'll be a great game. It'll be, not that bad of a loss. He said their biggest test was going to be the one that everybody is waiting for. But this one here came, and nobody thought that it was going to be this big of a blowout. What do you guys think, Fearless? I'm gonna start off with you. You saw the game last night, man. Tell me what you thought about the Colorado game. I'll need both of you guys to please tell me where they went wrong.
Well, I don't think they went wrong anyway. It was 49-6. They weren't going to beat that team. I predicted it last week, and I stand on that because that's exactly what happened. That's why I said if they got close, like lost by a touchdown or two, that's a miracle because they don't have the defensive personnel, certainly with Travis Hunter being injured. Travis Hunter plays DB and wideout. So with him being injured, there was really no chance. And you can see Bo Nix. First of all, Bo Nix done played for like 6 years or whatever. I saw a tweet, and I don't know if it was real or not, but they said that Bo Nix took over for Cam Newton once he left Florida. And I don't know about y'all. I swear that was like 2013, but maybe I'm tripping. But anyway, Bo Nix is a pro quarterback, second, third round. Maybe he's moving up into more of that late first round, but he's a pro quarterback. They have a pro style offense, right? And they're ranked high. I think it was ranked number 6 in the country. So this team is expected to go places and go somewhere. Colorado was unranked this year. The fact that they're 3-1 is a blessing and a miracle. No one expected that. So basically, the reason why they lost is a couple things. One, they don't have the offensive line. They can't protect against elite pass rushers or
You
even
said Colorado
mediocre.
doesn't have the offensive
Colorado
line?
does not have the offensive line yet. They have to build that shit through, recruiting and the NIL and all that. Also, they don't have the defensive line to be able to rush the quarterback. So Bo Nix had all day.
I
And
want to
even
talk
then,
about that
in
too.
college, you're going to spin out and throw. And the defensive back core still needs to mature. So this team has to be built. And that's the reason why Deion Sanders said, yo, you better beat us now. Catch me in a couple years. And that's exactly right. A couple years, Colorado's going to be a top echelon team. But I expected them to lose. I expect them to lose like 4 or 5 games this year because that team is not ready yet. So, Rita?
Well, I mean, I don't really have much to say about it because I ain't watch it. But we did predict it last week. But what I didn't like was that the coach, I think from Oregon, said we fighting. They playing for clicks and we playing for wins. I was like, oh
Yeah,
bitch,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh bitch.
scary hours.
Oh, it came for him quite hard. So
That's what she
yeah,
said.
I mean, but oh, shit.
So let me ask y'all this.
With men.
I know the odds were that Oregon will be up 21, and that's exactly what happened in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be so soon. How did y'all feel about that score in the first quarter, even before the first half? Did y'all think like there's no hope? Did y'all think that Deion's gonna say something to his son to make him just, get like Tom Brady esque? Did you see something else happening besides what happened after the first quarter?
Well, Rita, you didn't watch it, but you so I'll just go ahead.
But I will say this: if you already getting blown out by 20 in the first quarter, when I'm looking at NFL games, there's still a chance.
Right.
But when it's coming down to like Oregon, like even I know Oregon is that like they dumb niggas. So I'm just like, I didn't think there would be any chance at all. If I would have watched it, it wouldn't have been no chance.
Yeah.
Even if it was by like just half.
I agree that coming up that high, but college football is different. When you have 21, 28 points and you down 28 nothing, you still have a chance to come back because the team can move really quickly in college. They'll do like 5, 6 out sometimes, and they'll just throw bombs. And if you got the wide receivers, you can just get up and get up and get up. College is really different when it comes to defense. The defenses are very like vanilla style. So it's not going to be like a whole bunch of interceptions or sacks. It just doesn't happen. So it was possible that they could come back. But I knew, just because I know college football a little bit, that Oregon is just a better team. You got to think, y'all, there's players on Oregon that's been with the program for 5 years.
They ain't graduated. The fuck? You
don't have to graduate. Mm-hmm. You can continue to stay. As long as you're eligible, you can continue to stay.
Motherfuckers is 30 years old playing on Oregon.
That's why you think certain quarterbacks come out and they like 25, but in basketball they like 19.
Get your old ass off that field. You graduated.
You imagine you being in the same style offense and defense for 3 years. And then you got all of this national attention. Come on, man. It's to me, when I saw that they was down 7-0, I knew the game was over. And then I turned it on and I was like, oh, this is over. When you can watch it, you can see that Sanders, he got sacked, 6 times last night?
Yeah. Ooh. A lot of those was in the third.
So when he's rushing, when he's like trying, so you need, in college, you have about 5 seconds to throw. In the NFL, you got 2.8 seconds to throw the ball. That's how fast they coming towards you. You know how fast that is? That's like 1, 2, 3, your ass is sacked.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. He played 1, 2, sacked. 1, 2, sacked.
Yep.
I saw a meme on Twitter where y'all remember when the Joker, he was filming some shit when they was filming the movie The Joker, and he got thrown all the way down the fucking street. They had a pull wire on him. That's what the fuck happened to him all game last night. He got fucked up. So
yeah, he looked very overwhelmed. Let me ask you this real quick. Do you think that the game would have gone a little bit differently if Travis Hunter was in there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he's their best player. Like, he is a top 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine having a top 5 pick gone.
Yeah.
Like, and he played both sides. He's their best best defensive back and their best wide receiver. Like, come on, man. Like, I knew it. Like, as soon as he was gone, I was like, oh, they was gonna lose by 20, no matter who the fuck was out there. I ain't think they was gonna lose by 40 or whatever, 38. But it makes sense. And everyone online was bashing, Deion Sanders.
Well, of course.
Which makes sense. And that's why Colin Cowherd said that this is Linsanity. I said it last week. This was Linsanity because we knew as soon as they played Oregon and as soon as they played USC, it was over. That's 2 body bags. Like, if they won those games, then that would mean like they will be a historic team that was unranked to winning against ranked teams. That shit ain't happening.
So look, what's next then? I know they got USC next
year.
God damn. So they're gonna lose to USC.
Yes.
They're gonna. How many more wins do you see them having with the schedule that they have?
4, about a good 4 wins.
Good 4 more wins. Okay.
Because they play they have a hard schedule though. So 4 more wins.
Mm-hmm. So, all right then. Well, shit. Okay.
That's it. We go on because that's that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, but the thing is, like, that one loss. It's just like how we said last week, man. Are you still down? Like, is everybody still going to be there? Is everybody still going to be around? Are there still going to be the parties? Are there still going to be the DJs? And it's still going to be all that? Is that done now? Is that over?
What do you think, Rita? What you think?
There probably won't be as many parties.
Because or like no rappers, no celebrities, no nothing like that no more.
No, I think they're still going to have that celeb status. They got the eyes already. People want to see what's next, even if they're just seeing how much they're going to get blown out. I think they're still going to get the viewership.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
I think that if they win some more games, yes, but it was a fun story. It brought a lot of eyes to college football,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we all learned a valuable lesson. I didn't because I knew what was going
Yeah,
to
I
happen.
didn't. I didn't.
But I think a lot of people learned a valuable lesson that a college football team has to be built. You can't just add in a whole bunch of motherfuckers and be like, yo, we ready to play. And this is the main thing. They were 1-11 last year.
Yeah.
He already earned his contract. He should get a fucking re-up. There's no way that they should have won. They shouldn't have beat Nebraska. But you could tell last week when they played Colorado State, it's a different level when you got cats that's a little bit more seasoned in the program.
Yeah.
So let me say this one thing, and then we can flip to the next one. There's a documentary on Netflix called BS High.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all take the time out, if y'all haven't watched it yet, I would suggest y'all go and watch that, and how this guy just put a whole team together with like $20 in a Snickers bar, right? And just ruin these little kids' careers, man. But it really looked like Colorado looked like BS High the other night. They really did. They looked like that team. You watch that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it looked that bad. Like I was waiting for them to start switching helmets and shit like that. Like they look real, like real high schoolish, unprepared.
Yeah.
But okay, but we're gonna flip it and we're gonna talk about the biggest news story of the week, and of course, you know that is Terrell Owens versus Stephen A. You know, I don't know. You have these two older gentlemen who have nothing better to do with their time but to reminisce about the old days. I have a feeling about it.
Remember
Yo,
those days.
I have a feeling about this. I don't have like a blame or anything because I like both of these guys, but I do understand. Like, I think that what happened between these two is just they're just old niggas, or at least Stephen A is just an old nigga. You know what I mean? And they just don't know how to read the internet correctly. And I think that's the issue that we have here. But of course, you have Stephen A going after T.O. saying, you know, he has paper, he has receipts, and T.O. said, "Where are those receipts? Show them." Stephen A said, "I got them right here, but I wouldn't do that to you." And I'm like, well, why did you even bring it up? Why would you even bring it up, Stephen A? Why would you do that to us, man? If you have receipts, man, go ahead and act like a little loving hip hop, loving basketball, loving sports, however you want to call it, and tell us the tea, man. Tell us what you got on T.O. It must not be that big of a deal.
Yo, he was on the video like this. He was on the video like, I got receipts, but I'm not going to show them.
Right.
Like, bitch, ain't nothing on that page. You lying fuck.
Yo,
nothing on that shit.
He held up 2 McDonald's napkins and was like,
"Oh
shit, I'm not gonna do that to you.
I ain't gonna do that
I'm
to
like,
you.
yo, and
I ain't gonna do that.
Something. I think it is something though, because T.O. he tweeted once like, oh, well, you know, generally he was just like, no big deal, I don't care. But he came back around a second time and was like, I don't care what you got on me. You're not the police. You're not this and that. And when people have to say like, yo, you're not the highest of the high. You're not the authority. To me, that's like, yo, you're about to spill some beans on me. And you're still just Stephen A. You're still just a sports newscaster. You're not God. You're not, you know, the judge and jury and executioner. You know, that's how I kind of take it, you know. But all this started from a retweet from Terrell Owens about something that happened ages ago. But either way, I've spoken enough, and I want to hear what you guys think. Rita, please let me know what you. I'm gonna let you go first. You let me know what you have to say about these two old fogies going at it. What you think?
Okay, so first of all, I didn't even know this shit happened. I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the fucking NFL matrix. So I just watched my 2 games and leave. So when I went, so I was looking at Stephen A. Smith. I looked at the link of his show. First of all, I'm not like a huge fan of Stephen A. Smith. So I just don't agree with him on some of the stuff that he says. And I feel like he's very diplomatic most of the time because of the platform that he's on, which is cool. Yeah. I understand being diplomatic at your job. Believe me, I do. However, what he talked about on his show was fucking lit. So I didn't know the history with the whole Max Kellerman thing. But when he described it, and I was like, oh, okay. But what had me crying was that when he said Terrell Owens was like, well, he showed the clip of the comment that Terrell Owens made, which started this whole fucking debacle. And he was like, damn, Max Kellerman blacker than you. I was like, oh shit. I fucks with Max Kellerman. I love him from all the boxing like coverage that he does. So I fucks with Max Kellerman. But then then what had me crying was that Stephen A. Smith was like, well, are you the model being black? God damn.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Like, okay. So he in my opinion, he shut him down right there. Because Terrell Owens did have like a lot of shit going on in like the 80s and 90s, wherever the fuck he was out.
He said the 80s.
I remember him from like high school and I
graduated 68.
I'm graduating 97. Nigga, I'm old as fuck. So I'm just like, I don't remember.
I think he graduated the same year as you.
Drama. But anyway, and him being like a diva. Other than that. But then as far as the receipt shit, I'm just like, all right. Now, when I watched the thing, I did a slow-mo on the paper, and there was some paragraphs on there, but I don't know if those were his notes.
Right.
So,
yeah. Right.
That shit could be anything, nigga.
Yeah,
anything, nigga.
This is the next topic. That's all.
Right. So I just thought, okay, whatever. But then I started thinking back, and I was like, okay. I started now. I got into a whole nother like angle about it. And Kyrie Irving kind of put me there because I'm like, why the fuck are we even talking about this? Here we go again. Two black men arguing on the fucking internet. They old as fuck. This shit's from 100 years ago. You talking about a white man that made it and got his own show and all that. Who gives a fuck? Then I just started thinking, okay, why are we not tackling bigger issues? Why is this shit getting thrown out here? Great, another two black men arguing. Okay, good. Shouldn't we be battling diversity and inclusion? We need to be battling white supremacy. I started getting into some crazy woke shit because I'm like, I don't want to fucking see another two black men getting fucking arguing on the fucking internet about some white guy. For real, cut the fuck out. So I hope that it is deaded. That's the angle that I came from. I started getting pissed off now that once I really dug into it. So stop fucking arguing on Twitter or X, wherever the fuck it's called. Sit alone. Stop talking about old shit. And just talk between two grown ass men. Right. That's what Kyrie Irving said. He was like, take that shit offline. Seriously, both of y'all motherfuckers is hitting 60. And y'all need to just chill the fuck out. Stop trying to make this bigger than what it is. And it is both their fault, honestly, because he came at him and saying some shit from a million years ago, and then he came at and clapped back. The clapbacks were strong. I ain't gonna lie, they were strong, and it was entertaining to read. But at the same time, we got bigger fish to fry. Calm the fuck down and get back to the fucking mission, my nigga. Get back to the fucking mission. Stop fucking making it another black story of two black people fighting over some white guy. That's my take on it.
So real quick, Fearless, before you jump in with your opinion, just give me 1 second. You said we got bigger fish to fry. We still go fry those fish. Those fish gonna get fried. That's for sure, right? And I do agree with the fact that they need to take it offline. Like I always say, get up off Twitter, take it online. Stephen A got his little feelings hurt over a retweet, and now we're here. So it's okay for them to I don't mind dudes going back and forth, but when it's something small, stupid, and petty, then take it offline. But also sometimes when you're in it, you don't realize how small, stupid, and petty it is. Because it may be a big deal to you at that moment. You're like, yo, especially with men. With men, it's oh, you fuck with my livelihood. You mess with my manhood. I got to show out and do all this. Some men just have to do that, So we're on the outside looking in saying, yeah, this is small and petty. But to them, this is this is all I got right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Fearless, what's your take on the situation between the two?
I feel like T.O. is a scumbag. I don't like him at all. Straight up. And I could go down the list, but let's go ahead and just fuck it. Let's start.
Okay.
First of all, he knows how to fuck up a quarterback. He knows how to talk mad shit about a quarterback to the media. He ain't dumb. He ain't no fucking victim. Him and his victim shit. Go to therapy, nigga. God damn. You're always crying some fucking where. This motherfucker tried to destroy Steve Young. Y'all don't gotta remember, man. Jerry Rice was his mentor, bro. And he couldn't get him under the fucking control. And T.O. went crazy on Steve Young, talking about he ain't accurate, all this bullshit. That's why he got shipped the fuck out. That's why he got traded. Why would they trade T.O. and he was their number one wide receiver? They trade him to the Eagles. He goes to the Eagles. I was up there. They go to the Super Bowl. Terrell Owens, he plays injured, right? He wants a new contract. He starts getting mad because he's not getting a new contract. He should have got a fucking new contract, honestly, to be quite honest, right? And I understand him being pissed off. But what he do? He go to the media. He's doing sit-ups because he's not playing. He's doing training camp. He's doing sit-ups in his fucking lawn. Then he drops the news that McNabb was throwing up in the huddle before the final drive when they tried to win the Super Bowl. What who the fuck information was that? You messy bitch. That's nobody's information, dog. Why would you tell that to the motherfucking media? Then you get into a fight with one of the linebackers. I'm sorry, his name is eluding me right now, but he did knock that nigga out. He knocked out one of the linebackers. I think it was Brian Dawkins. I think that the safety. So he got into a fight with one of the main players on defense because he kept talking shit, right? They got into a whole fight. Then he gets traded to Dallas. He does the same shit in Dallas, causes problems. He's acting all crazy. He's bipolar or something's wrong with the boy because he starts crying when Tony Romo can't do shit. Then he calls Jerry Jones, Tony Romo, and Jason Witten racist because they wouldn't pass him the ball. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, he's always been a problem child. That's what I'm saying.
He's the reason why the name Diva Receiver, him and Chad Ochocinco are the reasons why that shit exists, why that is part of the zeitgeist of NFL.
Why does this matter in this situation?
Let me get to it. The reason why this matters is because this dude has a history of causing problems with people that are close to him, who he's supposed to be with. He is a fucking backstabber to the nth degree. If you ride with him, he ain't gonna ride with you. He got mad that he did not get a gold jacket and he wasn't first ballot Hall of Famer. He got pissed. He went on First Take on Stephen A. Smith's show to talk about it because he was mad. Stephen A. Smith gave him a platform for that shit when he didn't have to, when nobody wanted him to. It took him 3 years to get the golden jacket, but he still got the golden jacket. He gonna say, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. He turns his back on Michael Irvin when Michael Irvin tried to welcome him to the NFL Hall of Fame. He turned his back on him. And then during the enshrinement process, he had his own shit at his own B-level fucking college that he graduated from. My point is this dude has a history of being a douche. We got to stop supporting people just because the color of their skin when they are a douche. He's a douche. Stephen A. Smith is also a douchebag because he did get Max Kellerman fired because Max was better than him. And Lil Wayne said, I like him better than you. He got mad. That's real shit. I don't give a fuck what Stephen A. Smith said. So that's the reason why both of them are stupid. They both old. They both ain't shit. They both need to check themselves. They both wrong. And they whack because they put it on Twitter. But I expect it because you got a media personality versus a media whore. So it just makes sense to me. So that's my whole that's my whole diatribe. I just had to give y'all the history of why I think they both suck.
And you know what? I bet you those are the receipts that fucking that Stephen A. Smith got.
But we all know him. Yeah, like if you follow football, you know what the fuck happened. Trust me, he killed the Eagles when the Eagles were supposed to be a Super Bowl team. He destroyed Donovan McNabb's career. Everybody looking at him like he's a punk bitch after throwing up. Like, come on, man. This nigga, motherfuckers gotta stop giving this motherfucker a platform, bro. For real, man. He's weird.
Go ahead, Stephen A. Look, Stephen A. said about the Max Kellerman situation. He had said that the show was getting stale. That's why he wanted to get rid of Max. But then he also said in the same interview, I think it may have been a Joe Budden interview, he says that we were number one. And once Skip left, I always wanted to stay number one. And from what he was saying, that they stayed number one. Even when Skip left and when Max came to the show. And it was like the show was getting stale. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. If you're number one, that means that people love the show. People love what you have to bring to the table. So why are you going to shake it up and mix it up like that? So yeah, I may have to agree with you on that. But maybe maybe Max is a little blacker than Stephen A. And with that being said, let me ask y'all this. That comment, is it really that big of a deal for it to have happened then, for him to get upset then when it happened, and for when it comes up again now, we're in this whole situation? Because this essentially this is why these two are arguing. What do y'all think? Is saying that a white person is blacker than you, is that really like that big of a deal?
I mean, I would have been pissed at the moment. I wouldn't have, if he would have brought it back up. I was like, oh, fuck off. Because that was, how long ago was that? Was that like 10 years ago?
No, I think it was like maybe 2016.
Yeah, about 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been, but I would have been salty at that time. At the moment that it would have happened, I would have been pissed because I actually had somebody say that shit to me before, and I was like, man,
yeah. And how'd you handle it?
I was pissed. I said fuck off and everything. Like I was like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? But that was it was a totally different situation. But yeah, I had somebody say that, like, oh my God, you ain't like where your blackness at? You know how sometimes you lose your people say that you lose your blackness off of one situation. Off of an opinion. So, and it fucking triggered me. I was pissed. Like, how dare you? But at the same time, it's not like I got to go ahead and prove my fucking hood to you.
Right.
Exactly. And actually, by the way I reacted, I did. So, yeah, I would have been pissed at the time. But if you're going to bring it back up, fuck you, man. I'm at where I'm at right now, bitch. You still where you are. Fuck out of here. I would have just threw that in there. Boom, done. I wasn't worried about it years later. At the moment, hell yeah, we're gonna get into it, motherfucker. How dare you?
So, Phyllis, how you feel about the situation, man? How you feel about this, and have you been through, that before?
When you get triggered by old shit, that means that it's still in your crawl, right? Like that still has an effect on you. So that's obvious to me that it definitely still had an effect on him, and it's nothing wrong with that. He addressed it at the moment. But when you think about Stephen A. Smith, he went to a HBCU. He supports HBCUs. Every HBCU week, he throws 1 million people up on there. He is one of the biggest black media faces that we have. I think he's like the largest, in terms of African American, I think he has the biggest watchability on, TV right now. So he is the catalyst for black sports on being on television, right? He's one of those dudes. He's not the first, but he's one of those guys, right? Mm. What he's done for black people is very different than what, other black people have done, like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders represents the reason why you don't have to code switch to be successful. Stephen A. Smith, people think he code switch, but he doesn't. He's just a very highly educated man. Yeah. I hate, the way I feel about it is that I hate just because you are educated that people think that you are not as black enough.
Facts.
The difference between being black and being a nigga. Facts. Because every black person can be a nigga. But every nigga cannot be a black person.
Word.
You can't.
And that was the situation that, like, oh shit, I was not throwing my coffee.
Nigga moment. That's a nigga moment.
Yeah, right.
But I'm triggered.
Your coffee, fuck's wrong with you? It's going off on something.
Yeah, just because I want to do more at my job and like insert myself into different and challenge myself a little bit more. I'm not fucking black. Fuck out of here.
Yep. Ooh, happens all the time. So what I get is different. People say, "Oh, you do too much," or "Oh, yeah, you trying to rise up in the country or company and stuff like that." People say, I know, right? Motherfuckers think that it's
bag, asshole.
People think it's cool to be unmotivated and broke and dumb. And it's always been like that in lower, inner city communities because of the oppression, the black oppression that we put in us and that we have in us. That little thought in the back of your mind, like, oh, man, fuck these motherfuckers. You don't got to be on time. Fuck this job. You ain't got to do this. Fuck them. You ain't got to do that. Fuck them. You don't got to say that. It's always there in every person of color. So when you hear somebody say that, oh, we're going to invite him to the barbecue because he's acting blacker than you, what you're basically saying is that he is acting more like a nigga than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all started because of Colin Kaepernick. That's what this is all about. That whole argument was about Colin Kaepernick being unprofessional because he finally, people in the media, black people in the media and black coaches got Colin Kaepernick a tryout at the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. Mm-hmm. He said, fuck y'all, I'm going to do this shit at a whole different stadium 25 miles away in College Park.
A high school stadium.
Yeah, and you want a whole bunch of white people to go to College Park?
Now, that's hey, okay, that's a good one. But also, I also feel like, I know I don't want to veer too far off the subject, but I also feel like that was his Ben Simmons moment.
Word.
Like he didn't want to come back. Like
No,
he didn't want to
just
come
wanted to
back.
show
And
face.
yeah.
Do it my way. And that's the thing that Steven was trying to tell him. When you're given an opportunity, you can't just do it your way.
Right.
That's like getting a job interview and you being like, yo, I ain't coming in to do that shit in person, bitch. We doing it Zoom. Like motherfuckers gonna be like, we didn't give you that option. Well, y'all better make it happen. Bitch, who you think you is? Like, and that motherfucker gonna be like, all right, I'm going home. And that's what happened. That's what Stephen A. Smith was trying to tell him. It's the thing, like I always say with code switching. There is a level of business and professionalism that you have to be considered for anything.
Mhm.
If you work at a hemp shop or you work at a head shop or you work at a dispensary, there's a different level of professionalism compared to if you work at a corporate job. I can't come in there smelling like gang, but I can do that at the dispensary because that's the job. Now, if I wear a suit at a dispensary, I'm gonna look like a fucking weirdo. But if I wear a fucking Bob Marley t-shirt at work at a corporate office, motherfuckers gonna be looking at, certainly with dread things, gonna be looking at me like, oh, welcome to Jamrock. So
well, actually, they probably look at you but like, he the plug. Let me go ahead and talk to him in the bathroom.
Now, some people will. Some people see you as the plug, but the people, the others,
they'll give me a back cramp.
They're gonna put two and two together. Yo.
Others are the ones going to be coming for you, like, hey, hey, James.
Hey, James.
Yeah. I bought you some coffee. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I need 8 ounces. Damn.
You in the parking lot?
Like, God.
Hey, that's all I got. Damn, man.
Hey, mama.
Right, we go.
Hey, mama.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, y'all ready to flip it? And let's do these picks, man. You want to do some picks?
Man, let's talk about Nick Chubb real quick.
Oh, so you want to do Nick Chubb?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your homie Nick Chubb, man. Let's talk about your homie Nick Chubb. I completely understand why you would want to talk about him. So, I wish we could play that video. I really wish that we could play.
No, I can't. I can't watch it. I can't watch it.
Have you seen it at all?
Yeah, no. I mean, I can't watch it again.
Okay.
The injury was too brutal for me. It gave me chills. At first, when I first watched it, I was like, oh, okay, he all right. But then when I looked at the slow-mo, his knee is on Mars. I can't do it. My baby need like a bionic knee. His knee is gone. It's gone.
Well, luckily they said that it's not career ending, and it was just I think
just
ACL,
an MCL. That's
it.
There's so many CLs down there. God damn, man.
I know, right? It's the ligaments. It's a lot of ligaments. So
crazy. But yes, it says that so the regular time frame for that is 6 to 8 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That seems like still it's a pretty short amount of time for that type of injury that he had. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, his leg looked absolutely fucking crazy. But that's your team, Phyllis. I'm gonna let you go first for it. How do you feel about it? Is this gonna hurt the Browns? Is there anybody else that can kind of pick up where Nick Chubb left off? How do you see the rest of the season going? Yeah, I'm sorry, by the way, too, man.
I dropped the video the week before this happened. Mm-hmm. It said, what a joke. They talked about Deshaun Watson, aka Massage Envy, being one of the worst contracts ever in the NFL. Because he completed 56%. And you got Baker Mayfield, he completing 63%. But whatever. Then I ain't think nothing of it. The video didn't do too hot. So I understand why. Then Nick Chubb get injured, and Deshaun Watson still play like shit. And the videos start going up. People start watching it and commenting. So what do I think about the injury? We're fucked. That's what's going to happen. We don't got no fucking quarterback. And now we're fucked because our best player on offense leg is in outer fucking space. Like Rita said.
It's gone.
It's so bad.
That shit popped off like a skeleton leg, bro.
Yeah. Ooh.
What I mean,
when I saw it, I said, "Oh," because as soon as he got hit, I didn't see it like live. He looked fine, but he was like on the ground rocking like a baby. I said, And then I saw that leg when they didn't show the replay, but I saw it on Twitter because Twitter don't give a fuck about nothing.
Right.
And people was like, please stop sharing it. Please stop sharing it. Shit, we shared it because I ain't know. I had to be all type of fucking.
People
My bad.
always
I mean, we shared Dak Prescott when his foot was the other way. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Yeah.
So I'm not, I understand though, you don't want to see nothing like that. I ain't expect for it to happen. It's the same injury Nick Chubb got about 6 years ago. He came back. I think Nick Chubb is going to be fine. The only problem is that he's 29 years old. So his contract getting re-upped with Cleveland and all that shit. He's already an older running back. We got Jerome Ford. We got Kareem Hunt back with the Browns. That might help. The running game, I don't think is going to be as bad. Are we going to run for 6 yards a carry, which was top 3 in all time, by the way, in NFL history? We had a top 3 running back rushing yard average ever. It was him, Jim Brown, and some other nigga I don't know. So is that going to be the same? Fuck no. We're going to average like 4.8 yards. But our quarterback blows, and niggas need to get him massages. I swear to God, I'm about to start a GoFucking-Fund-Me, man, for motherfucking free massage MV. So just let him touch the dick because this nigga sucks. We are fucked. We are fucked. We are not winning. Again, another season of mediocrity. How the fuck we lose to the Steelers? The quarterback, Kenny Pickett, can't do shit. Never mind. It's over.
It's fine, bro. Get your frustrations out.
It's okay, Jimmy. It's okay.
We play the Tennessee Titans.
They suck.
Today, 1 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time, 12, in a couple minutes. We play the Tennessee Titans. They got this dude. His name is Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
King Henry is about to go off. Yep. Our defense is great, but this is another wasted year unless Deshaun Watson can prove that he can get back to a semblance of back to where he was when he played in Houston. As of right now, that was a major blow. He was the heart of the team. So I think we're fucked. Rita, what you think?
I'm just praying for that knee.
Yeah,
word, man. Everybody's legs is all fucked up. You have Rodgers, and now you got this going on. And it's just scary to even watch a game now, man.
It's like, do we need to bring back the preseason and let these guys play more so their bodies can get warmed up? A lot of athletes was saying that. A lot of athletes was like,
I thought the preseason longer been the problem.
Make the preseason longer?
No, I mean, because the starters don't play.
Right.
So if the starters play, you know how it works. Like if you get hit, you build like a calcium deposit on top of muscles. So it's supposed to protect you. But they don't play for like 6 months or whatever. So when they start playing again,
motherfuckers get injured in preseason too. It doesn't. That's not the problem. That's not solving the problem. You got to do a root cause analysis. I'm about to get into some project management shit now. You got to do a root cause analysis on these injuries.
Go ahead, tell them what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get down to the root cause of it. We got to continue to ask questions, ask probing questions. Why did he get fucked up like that? Okay, because the dude went like this. But
it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Like injuries are gonna happen regardless if it's preseason or no preseason. The only way you stop it is if you have like LeBron James as trainers. That's it, man. Like you have to spend
$1 million.
You have to spend a great deal of money on your body to keep it going. And a lot of
he's on roids. He's on some type of roids that they can't detect.
Was it like a grass thing, like with Aaron Rodgers? Was it because of the grass? Was that an issue?
Malik I think his name is Fitzgerald. Malik Fitzgerald, he hit him. And it was just a standard hit, but like he explained, because people were sending death threats to him. Browns fans was like, yo, we're gonna come to Pittsburgh and murder you and shit like that. And he was just like, you can't tackle this dude by just hitting him in the stomach. You can't hit him up top because if you do that, that's a penalty. So the only way to tackle Nick Chubb, which is he breaks tackles, that's his main claim to fame, is to hit him in the legs. He ain't mean to hit him like that.
No, and see, and the thing is that yes, these are powerful and superior athletes, and they work out and they're big and they strong, but we're still human. We're still human. It's just like, and I don't think it's intentional either. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think they meant to fucking tear Aaron Rodgers' ACL. I don't think that young boy that had a lacerated liver, god damn, what the fuck? But like, I don't think he meant to do that. I don't think any of these injuries are like intentional. You know, what about Hamlin when he like hit the dude and he ended up getting a cardiac arrest and fucking dying on the field? Like, it's not intentional. It's just that these are big ass dudes, but they're human too. The human body can get fucked up.
Yep. That's
That's why I said it's deeper than that. We need to do root cause analysis. Like, maybe these motherfuckers need like stronger pads. Maybe they need more protection. All they doing is wearing these fucking tight ass leggings and maybe a knee pad, and they put tape around their fucking ankle, and then you expect them to be like fucking like superior athletes. Maybe they need stronger protection. Maybe they need to be out there with motherfucking John Wick type fucking suits on.
Yo, they need the only way.
Let's dig into it.
The only way to fix this is to change the shit to 2-hand touch. That's it. Or flag football.
Yep.
That's the only way to change it.
Yep.
I mean, are the injuries like this in rugby? These motherfuckers don't got nothing on but t-shirts.
That's true.
Are the injuries?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they get fucked up too. Yeah. Remember we had rugby up at our where we used to live at Rita?
Yes.
They used to get fucked up. I used to always see the ambulance up there. They dragging these niggas off.
Y'all went to a rugby school?
No, we had rugby that played on the field next to our house.
Y'all came up sweet. Okay.
Yeah,
Nigga.
Hey, like,
no white people traveled.
Time for badminton class. Come on, yo.
It makes me wonder, like, are they just as fucked up? Now I want to dig into their injuries. Are they getting fucked up and losing like knees and shit and getting lacerated livers and shit? Like, are they getting fucked up in rugby because they don't wear nothing?
Yeah, nothing. Literally nothing. But it's different rules, blah, blah, blah. But either way, this injury here, man, it's nothing that like you said, Rita, he squats 600 pounds. He's a hella trained, but he had an existing injury, even though it's been 6 years. So he just got hit in the perfect way, and that was it. Leg gone, season gone, Browns are fucked. There's no way. We can't get nowhere. So that's it, man. That's all. That's all it is. That's what that injury means. It's over. So thanks a lot. The football guys.
You know what, man? I just thought of something, yo. Football players are extremely strong, man, because that shit happened, and he just kind of was just like, oh, I need help. And it looked like it was like that. I would have been screaming like somebody murdered me. I would have been over there like, ah, oh, my leg. Like,
I would be screaming rape.
So back in the day when I ain't had no car and I was broke, I was living in Delaware. I had to catch the fucking bus, DART bus. And I was running up the street because I knew the bus was coming and it was at the light. So I was running in heels with a skirt on because I was working at a bank and I was running. I fucking tripped over this little piece of metal. I guess they cut the metal pole off, and this little piece of metal, I tripped and fell on my knee. Bruh. I went to the ER from home that night. I couldn't even fucking walk. And I just bruised my meniscus. I thought I was gonna fucking die. I was on the bus crying and shit. The bum dude that always be on the bus with me, he gave me a dirty ass napkin because he was a bum, bendito, but he was so sweet. Yeah, fucked up Don King hair. I'll never forget it. He gave me a napkin. He was like, "Are you okay?" And gave me a dirty ass napkin so I could wipe the blood off my knee. I was fucked up, and I called the ER. I don't even know how I got home. I called the ambulance to come get me because I couldn't even. My knee swelled up and I couldn't even walk, and that was just a bruised meniscus. This motherfucking knee is like on Pluto. I can't. Yeah. But I'm not athletic either, so fuck it. Just want to throw that out there. I feel your pain, babes.
Yeah, I hope he gets better soon. I'm glad it's only 6 to 8 months, but if you don't know how dirty the NFL is, this might be his last season with Cleveland. Yeah. They might be like, oh, you damaged good. You're already a running back. You old as dirt. Get up out of here. And that's it.
Yeah, they'll probably go to Atlanta.
Hey, cute mama. She making her appearance. The 4th member of YFM Sports. Where my money? That's my boo butt. All right, homie. You want to go ahead and let me share my screen? We can get to some predictions.
Let's get to some predictions, man. I think we're gonna have a good week for week 3. Yeah, we're gonna have a good week. It's gonna be a fun week.
Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, you're on Twitter or Twitch.
All right. So this is what we got right now for the week schedule for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So what y'all thinking?
All right. So you have the Broncos and the Dolphins. Yeah, the Dolphins are going to win that, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with Russell Wilson, but it's not working out with him and Sean Payton. Yeah, man, it's just not clicking. It's just not going okay for either one of them. So yeah, I see the Dolphins getting another win.
Yeah, I agree. Straight up, that should be an easy win. Rita, what do you think?
Dolphins.
Yup. Next.
Where Saints and Green Bay. As much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna probably have to go with Green Bay on this one. The Saints, even though y'all already know, man, the Saints do or die over here, you know. But I'm also not one of those people who are just gonna keeps their head in the sand and doesn't know what's really going on. I really feel like Green Bay is gonna win this one. Yeah, Derek Carr, white guy named Derek. He's not doing too well. I think he only made like 2 touchdowns, maybe just 1 touchdown in the past couple games.
Yo.
So yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in him right now. Maybe give him a little bit more time, maybe even next season. But yeah, Green Bay got this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints. Actually, I feel like the Saints are going to pick up the offense. It's going to take about Drew Brees about 8 to 9 weeks to get this settled, so he can learn the offense and get his rhythm with the wide receivers and tight ends. And plus, Kamara's coming back next week, or actually week 5. So I'm going with the Saints. I feel like Green Bay, they have Jordan Love, but I don't think Jordan Love is that great. So I'm
Yeah,
going with
no,
the Saints.
no.
I'm going with the Saints. Rita, what you got?
Wait a minute, Jordan Love's on Green Bay?
He is the quarterback. Yeah.
I'm fucking confused. I'm going with Green Bay then.
He's the quarterback. Do you know who Jordan Love is?
So we just fucked up stats. I could have sworn Jordan Love was going with the quarterback for the Jets, but okay, whatever. Sorry.
Nah, it's Zach Wilson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm going with Green Bay.
Next.
All right, for the third, we got the Colts and the Ravens. I got Lamar Jackson on this one, man. That's just straight up.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, big homie, on that one. Plus, Anthony Richardson, their rookie quarterback, he's injured. He got either a concussion or he got a knee. I think it's a concussion, actually. I'm sorry. So yeah, he's injured, so he's not playing. So Gardner Minshew is playing, and he's only 1-11 in his past 12 starts.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm going with the Ravens. What about you, Rita?
Ravens.
Yeah, I thought so.
yeah.
Why?
Oh shit.
All right, so we got Houston and Jacksonville. I really don't care too much about this game, to be absolutely honest with you.
Rita does.
But I'm gonna go with the Jaguars on this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jags.
I kind of like Trevor Lawrence, man. I want something good to happen for him. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be good. Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going with the Jaguars. This should be an easy win. Rita?
I'm going to go with the Texans. I like Trevor Lawrence too, but they both suck, and I want to be covering this game. But I'm gonna put my faith in the Texans, and maybe this will be the only other win they'll get.
Okay. All right. Next.
I got the next game. We got Chargers in Minnesota. I got Chargers on this one.
Ooh, man.
I got Chargers on this one. Kirk Cousins has been absolutely, I don't want to say absolutely phenomenal, because I mean they haven't won any games. His percentages look great, but it's nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. But the same goes for him. But I feel like, I don't know, I just like Herbert's chances better, because if you have that great of stats, you have nothing to show for it. Yeah, you're gonna continue to have nothing to show for it.
If the Chargers lose this game, their coach is getting fired probably like tonight. Yeah, these are 2 0-2 teams. This is a tough week. This is a tough opponent. I have the Chargers going into the Vikings and beating them, because Kirk Cousins, this is his last year as the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. And I'm saying that Kirk Cousins is going to be with the 49ers next year. Guarantee it.
What?
Yeah, why?
Because Kirk Cousins is known as the perfect Shanahan quarterback. The Shanahan offense, it needs certain elements. One of them things, you got to be smart and love Jesus, and that's what Kirk Cousins is. He's smart and he loves Jesus, so he's perfect quarterback for them. Rita, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah.
I never really looked at it anyway.
Yeah, he's coaching for a job this week. People might think that's crazy, but yeah, Kellen Moore about to be the fucking coach for that team real soon. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, big homie, what else we got?
All right, next we got the Cowboys and the Cardinals.
Yep. I think it's easy.
Yeah. Y'all want to guess on this one, or y'all just want to go to the next one?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Who else?
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cardinals, the worst team in the NFL. Next.
Yo, poor guys, man. So we got the Steelers and we got the Raiders. Oh, you know what? I just want to say that Garoppolo looks absolutely ridiculous in a Raiders jersey, man. It just, man, it seems like somebody just graduated from Stanford and they moved into the hood. That's what it looks like whenever I see him in the Raiders jersey, man. But I got him on this game. I got him. I got the Raiders on this one today.
I got the Raiders taking the loss at home. This is tonight. This is Sunday night, and man, I just think the Steelers are going to beat them. That was my prediction, and at the beginning of the year, I feel like the Steelers are going to catch them. Steelers have the best defense in the NFC or in the AFC, in my personal opinion, and I feel like they just going mollywop them. I don't think the Raiders have a good offensive line. They can't protect them, and they cannot stop T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt's going to fuck them boys up. So yeah, this is a loss. Steelers going to win. Rita, who you got?
Oh, I'm so torn. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Cool.
All right. Next one, we got Buffalo and we have Washington. I got Buffalo on this one.
Yeah,
I got Buffalo on this one. Yeah.
I'm about to say, what the fuck? Yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah, no, my bad.
I got Buffalo too. I think that this will be the first loss for Washington. Washington is 2-0 right now. Really good team. Surprise team, but they're gonna lose this one. Buffalo's a tough out. That's a tough team, man.
Man, fuck them. And I love Griselda to death. I'm going with Wash, baby.
You might be right. Washington is playing up to a whole nother level. Sam Howell ain't no fucking joke. That little boy can throw that ball. So you might be right, but I'm going Buffalo.
Okay. All right, good. So next up we got the Falcons and the Lions. I got the Falcons on this one, man.
Battle of the two running backs.
Yeah, I got the Falcons on this one.
Dijon versus Gibbs. This is going to be a really spectacular game. I'm hoping that the Lions win. So that's who I got is the Lions. I like Atlanta, of course, but I hope the Lions win. I don't want the Lions to go 1-2. That shit would be whack. The Lions are supposed to be a Super Bowl team. So who you got, Rita?
I got the Falcons because not only do they got Dijon, but they got Algiers, who's a fucking maniac too.
Yeah, Algiers is a fucking maniac. And they got Peterson, which is just bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he be doing now, but his ass is there. So
and it's somebody else too. I don't know. It's not.
Got a whole bunch of running backs.
It's somebody with an R. I gotta look back at my notes, but yeah, he's slick too.
All right, next.
Next we got we got Tennessee and Cleveland.
Tennessee going.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like this is going to be a close game. I know what you just said, Phyllis. I know, man, but I still think this is going to be a close one.
Who you got?
They're both kind of like mid to lower tier QBs.
No shit.
So yeah, I expect this to be like a mid to lower tier shootout.
Who you got winning?
Tennessee.
Nah, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck what I said. I'm going with the motherfucking Browns. Deshaun Watson gonna snap. Deshaun Watson gonna snap. He got his massage. I sent him a massage MV coupon. His ass is ready. He's ready. He's ready to fuck Titans in the street.
I'm gonna go with the Browns too. I think Browns is more of an underdog than Tennessee. They both underdogs, but I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So we got the Patriots and the Jets up next. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm straight up gonna go with the Jets on this one. They absolutely need this win.
No shit.
And Mac Jones, man. Every time I see him, he has one of those punchable faces, man.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I just want to punch him in his goddamn teeth. I really do. I don't know why. I'm sure he's a good person. I'm sure they even they made him QB of the Patriots because he has that all-American face and he has that go-get-up and he goes to church every Sunday before the game And oh man, I sound like a hater. I know I do, man. But every time I see his face, I just want to kick him in his big ass forehead, man, or his long ass forehead. But either way, look, man, I got Zach Wilson on this one, man. He's gonna show improve. He's gonna show improve.
All right, let's hurry this up, y'all, because football about to start.
Yes, you're right.
I'm going with the motherfucking Patriots because Zach Wilson threw 3 interceptions last week, and that nigga, when he throw the ball, he has his eyes closed. I saw a tape of it.
Oh my God!
So he's throwing like Brett Favre after his dad died. This is from my dad. He just eyes blind, just throwing it to fucking Jesus. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. Go ahead, Rita. Who you got?
I'll go with the Jets. I'll never bet with them Patriots.
She think the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't
She think the Patriots part of the Illuminati. Go ahead, Wayne.
They are. That's the government team too. Fuck out of here.
All right, so we got Carolina and we have the Seahawks. Are you, man? Geno Smith is a biatch. I'm gonna go with Carolina.
You crazy?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I am crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go Carolina on this one because you never know, man.
I'm going
with the Panthers, but they're not the fucking Black Panthers. Fuck them. I'm going with Seahawks.
Me too. And Bryce Young is injured. He injured his ankle. He is not playing, so they're starting the Red Rifle and the Dalton, and he fucking blows. He's old as fuck. Kim Lee's in the league, so on Seahawks. The last game, do we even got to fucking predict?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man, because the Chiefs they're 1-1. So he lost one day. He was supposed to win. He may lose this one, man. You know.
So I think the money line is like negative, like 600.
Yeah. The ESPN analytics got them the Chiefs winning at 81%. Like at that point, don't even make a graph, bro.
Damn.
You know, it's just easier just to be like Chiefs.
All right, the Chiefs gonna fuck them in the street.
Yeah, man.
Unless the Bears are going to turn into Cocaine Bear, I'm going with the Chiefs.
That's hilarious.
Better do some coke before we get on that field, baby. YFM Sports does not condone drugs.
Shit.
That's so
funny.
All
right, and then we got 2 Monday night games. I know I don't have it here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got 2. We got Philadelphia Eagles versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who y'all got?
Bucks. Fuck out of here.
Wayne.
Oh man, I'm going with Jalen Hulu, man. Absolutely.
Hulu got live sports. Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles too. I think the Eagles are gonna fuck them up, but that's gonna be a good game. I want to see what Baker do against an actual real elite defense. He gonna get fucked up. And then last will be the Rams versus the Bengals.
The Rams.
Bengals.
Joe Burrow might not play.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm going with the Rams.
Right.
Going with the Rams.
My babies.
Right.
Going with the Rams.
My babies.
All right, y'all. I think we are good, man. Let's go ahead and get this back to how we had it before. Big homie Wayne, go ahead, send us out. Don't forget about YFM Sports. Buy a t-shirt. That's what we all wearing our official merch. Go ahead, big homie Wayne.
YFM Sports. Please go to YFMsports.com. We have our blog. You can buy our t-shirts. We have our hats. We have everything that you need, everything YFM related. Please go and subscribe to us. We drop blogs like 3 times a week. Also, buy a shirt. We got them on sale right now. I think they're under $25. Go ahead and grab yourself one. Everything you need. Go ahead and grab yourself one. Okay. All of your YFM needs, YFMsports.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your football. We see you guys next weekend. For the big homie Wayne, I have James. I have Rita. I have Fearless. I have Rita. YFM Sports. Thank you guys so very much. Enjoy your Sunday. And we love y'all. Peace.
Peace out, y'all. Peace.